The views and opinions expressed do not represent those of the league or their administration. Listen at your own risk. No offense intended. Except Jimbo. Screw that guy.
Let's get ready to rumble!
It's Trash Talk Tuesday.
Gonna cheese the fuck out of him for 16, 17 weeks.
Jimbo hadn't won since like the first league of the year when Madden came out in August.
Jimbo was a little girl about the team he had, and every time he got a team, he practically begged to switch to a different team because he couldn't hang in the division that he was in.
You have to go to technicality to win a game, knowing that you should punt.
Madden Radio with Freight Train Shane.
When I get to you and Jimbo's age, man, I want to still be balling on Madden too.
I made him kick field goals up and down the goddamn field. It was sad.
Man, you could have let that phone Texas boy get on the phone.
I've seen in the first round people drafting 59 overall linemen.
J-Flow will overpay for somebody that he wants.
Got arrested in Mexico.
Oh, he hung up. He had to go back to his Mona Lisa smile, his wife.
I wanted to call out Nate Deshaun. You know I wanted Taylor Mays the best for it. He'll pay for it.
Triple covered, top left corner, throwing the ball, he's gonna catch it. But we really focus on Hamler and developing him. That's all it is.
They taking this one little win real serious right now.
Definitely a fucking junior varsity league.
We try to give you a shot, making you look better.
And then the guy's on no huddle for the entire half. And then he also quit on me in the end of the game because he showed 7-6.
I mean, DK's not on the bench. Let it be known.
And you look at Jimbo in the playoffs, he was like, what, one and done? And I think he got absolutely obliterated as well.
I will squeeze the Charmin when it comes to TP Bill.
You know, try and dink and dunk, you know, play a little sissy ball.
Crybabies, cheesers, and quitters, get your ass out the door. It's Trash Talk Tuesday.
Oh, yeah! It is Trash Talk Tuesday. What is going on, Primer? My name is Freight Train Shane, doing it up for you. Welcome to the first ever episode of Primer's Trash Talk Tuesday. Now, here's how this is going to work. It's real simple. You watch on Twitch, but if you want to jump in and get in on the fun, you're going to jump into the social voice channel. It's the voice channel in the Discord. So that's where you're going to be able to jump on. You're going to be able to participate. If you got some shit you want to say, get off your chest, go ahead, because it's no holds barred. Obviously, anything that I say in today's show is meant for entertainment purposes. It is not, absolutely not endorsed by the league or the league administration, which also means if I need to go after the commish because of something stupid, I might do so in a future episode. Not today. You don't want to push that. You don't want to push that in the first show, right? That's something you do like in the second, third, maybe the fifth, maybe you don't know. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. But look, we're going to get it up for you. If you guys want to get in here, jump into the Discord channel. I'm going to be watching the chat both on Twitch and in the Discord so that you can participate that way as well. Big special announcement going on, and I'll wait till a few more of you guys jump on the show to tease that. But let's go ahead and start. Let's go ahead and start with one of our first topics, because this is kind of big. All right, this is kind of big. First thing we're going to do is we're going to ask you guys, if you're looking at wide receivers, and we've got five different pass catchers here with some different attributes, which ones would you probably throw to? You know, are you going to throw to the 90-some speed guys with the 96 catch rating, the high 90s catching traffic, the 97, 96, spec catch, the great route running, like A, B, and C? Are those the guys that you're probably going to throw to? Not to mention, I think everybody on this list has abilities. They're not always the best abilities, but they've all got some sort of abilities at all. They're all superstars or better, right? So those of you in the chat, let's start with you. And Prime, I see you in the voice channel, so if you want to jump in here and say which one that you're going to throw to, feel free to. DJ, you don't get to chime in yet. Really? Let me just hold on. Let me just ask this first. You're talking about E, the 95 speed guy with a 61 catch, a 58 route running? Really? Madden 22? Route running. Who's going to get open? Now, this guy might be able to outrun everybody. But let's look at a couple things here, right? So I will tell you, I'm throwing to one of the top three guys, and there's a reason for this, right? So when you look at this is actually DJ's team. So this is the Lions. So E had 77 catches on this team. All right? The guy that's got the worst route running, the worst catching, had 77 catches. D, the guy that is the second worst on this list as far as a catch here. You guys can't hear Prime, so let me unmute you real quick. There we go. Now you can hear Prime. All right, that's my bad.
I've been censored.
There we go. I'm muting everybody today. So, look, the top of the list is Mike Williams. You've got Deontay Johnson. You've got Odell Beckham. You're going to tell me you're not throwing to fucking Odell? You're telling me you're not throwing to Odell Beckham? I don't think that's the case. I think you would throw to Odell Beckham. I think if you're watching the team, you are watching these guys play. I'm assuming everybody in the stream chat can now hear me. But you would dump off 77 times to that really fast halfback, Prime, now that you know that he's a halfback?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Really?
And this Madden, it's...
Hold on. Wait, though. Is this a sim league?
It is. But at the end of the day, you have to... You can't be throwing 30 interceptions a game because the way the defensive backs react to certain routes, you're going to end up throwing 60 interceptions. And is that sim, or is your running back catching 60 catches like Alvin Kamara sim? I don't know.
Yeah, but now, really, but how many times is in the NFL, how many times has a halfback led, not only was top 10 in the league in receptions, but led their team in receptions by this much? This halfback has more catches than all wide receivers combined.
Are these all, I don't know, are these all Lions receivers?
These are all Lions players, correct.
Okay. Yeah, now that doesn't happen to that amount.
It's never this. Now, if you were to tell me Mike Williams had like 78 catches and Cedric Wise had 77, that might make some sense, right?
Yeah.
But
I can agree with that.
I don't think you would ever see it as the other way around. I don't think you would ever see it as that. Well, I take it back. It's happened a few times. Like Brian Westbrook back in the 90s or early 2000s, whatever the hell he played. He led the team in receptions. And there's probably a couple times where that's happened before as well. But it's not all the time. Like Christian McCaffrey. Makes sense, right? Because he's a pass-catching back, right? He has good catch attributes. So you would expect CMC to catch the ball. But Cedric has like no attributes that would even make you think that he's a pass catcher. He's a speedy scat back who can't catch. But in Madden, he'll catch it.
Yeah, it's as much of a Madden issue as it is a person issue. I mean, until EA fixes that, it's a problem.
It's a decent sized problem, and I think that well, let me ask you this: because you and I have a decent length of time that we've been in Madden, we've been commissioners for a long time. But how often do you see elite players throwing to their halfback, or having a halfback or tight end lead their team in receptions?
Often, actually.
Really?
Yeah, this Madden has made it popular. Years ago, it was not as popular, but it's, for whatever reason, the way this Madden plays, and people in the SML watch, I can't speak to Primer too much, but people in the SML watch tape and literally spend hours watching tape and taking notes and making spreadsheets, and so taking those flat routes is very common in the SML.
So let's. I actually was talking to Turbo in chat. You know, he said Odell never gets open. He says if the flat's not covered, I'm throwing it. Okay, so you play cover two and do it. You know, I throw to whoever's open. This is the line that you hear from everybody all the time. So I thought what we would do is take a couple looks at some of DJ's, the reason why we're seeing this. And it's because people stare down their halfback. They don't read the coverage. They do not wait for routes to open up. So on a simple example as this, you see the route combination, the left side, all of those menu things are pretty much trash. But you've got Beckham running that awesome out route, the little angled out. You've got Harrison running, the tight end's going to run a deep corner out. Williams is going to run a post. And what you can't see is Square is going to run a sharp angle route out. It's an outside slant. He cuts and turns it into an in route. So that's the lineup that he's got here. You get to a little bit further. He snaps the ball. We get down. You've got Odell. By the way, it's 2nd and 4, so he's looking for a first down here. Odell on the out route, wide open. You see him on the right with the circle.
Yep.
You see the post route on triangle is wide open. You see the square route over on the left-hand side is absolutely wide open. 3 guys. The one guy that's not open here is Wise. Right? You see the circle, right?
Yeah,
the red circle. So let's move this down a little bit farther into the progression of the play. Now, Odell's still over here. He's got nobody within 10 yards, so clearly we're not looking at a receiver. You've got Mike Williams there in the middle of the field with everybody running away from him. So that's a huge gain if you throw to him. You've got the guy on the left side. He's actually transferring his angle route. He's cutting back inside, so you can see the user that's still covering the halfback is following the halfback, because everybody knows when you play DJ, you cover the halfback, right? That's why he's got 77 catches and nobody else does. So the user's following the halfback. This outside wide receiver on the left-hand side of the screen, he's actually cutting back in towards the middle. So what actually happens, and watch this when I show this clip, watch that outside receiver come in, and there's nobody in the middle of the field. But what does DJ do? Well, we get the play. We know who's open. Everybody's open. We're going to dump off to the guy that's got 2 guys covering him because you're staring him down.
Poor DJ.
I love DJ. I love DJ. DJ's a good dude. So you know what we should do? Just to make sure that this isn't a one-time episode, we should look at another clip of DJ here from one of his other games. So DJ, this was from earlier in the season. You've got a nice little setup here. Make sure we can get my cursor on here. All right, so Beckham's going to run the slant and in. You've got Williams running the little button hook over here. Davis is running this strange streak or slant over here. Harrison's going to run this out and up. And of course, Wise doing the big wheel route because we love the wheel routes. But at the snap of the ball here, boom, you've got Beckham open on his little slant here, right? Triangle is still not, the route's not developed enough really to throw it there, but you've already got Beckham open if you needed to find a quick hitter. Here, boom. Now Beckham's covered because he's got these 2 guys coming over here. The R1's taken out of the play. You could maybe hit Wise here and lead him outside, and I'd be okay with this. But really what I'm looking at here is Circle. Circle's about to become wide open on this button hook, right? So boom. Now, and this is another thing. We're going to get to this. Look at this. Hilton, before we get to the other players, line of scrimmage is the 17-yard line. All right, line of scrimmage is the 17-yard line. So Hilton, with no pressure at all whatsoever, says, fuck it, I'm running backwards. I'm scared of these guys. These guys got me nervous. So I'm going to drop all the way back to the 4-yard line so that even if I wanted a first down, I'd have to throw 23 yards as opposed to just throwing 10. So now you've dropped all the way back because that's what Hilton does. But we've got Square wide open running away from everybody as you're starting to scramble here. You've got Circle just sitting on his route like, dude, I'm open. Throw me the fucking ball, right? Of course, Hubbard is still user covering Wise out there deep, so Wise is going to be covered. So this is where we know you're staring at Wise. Boom, Hilton's going to run a little bit farther out. Now, obviously, Square's running with Hilton like, dude, throw me the fucking ball. You see me. Circle's still sitting there like, And now R1 over on the left-hand side is becoming wide open. If you wanted to throw crossbody as if it was a halfback, just so that you felt comfortable. We understand that. So R1's going to go over and sit over here on the left-hand side. We're going to get outside here farther. Now keep in mind, the line of scrimmage is the 17. So Hilton, even though he's scrambling, is still way fucking behind the line of scrimmage. He can still throw this ball. R1 now has nobody within 20 yards of him. Circle is probably going to get picked if you throw it to circle. But square is coming across here and is wide open. Wide the fuck open. So what do? We still run. So now here we are. We are at the 14. We're still not to the line of scrimmage. Square is now taken out of the picture. But because the defender is running away from circle, you could easily hit circle and he'd run up the field. And let's not forget about R1 that's over on the other side of the field that has no one within 30 yards of him. But you know who's still covered is Cedric Wise. So let's not throw it to him. What's the smart thing to do? Well, he's going to run. He's going to get hit sticked and fumble the ball out of bounds. So that is DJ, what you're doing. So I told you I'd have something for DJ to help him get better. And maybe everybody here helps get better. This here is a nice little coverage sheet and teaches you how to learn coverage. So you want to start here in the middle where it says start here. How many deep safeties? Well, if you're looking at the lineup, there's one deep safety here, right? One guy. So boom, we're going to follow this start here and go to the left and say, hey, is the defense even or man aligned? Well, let's go back to the picture. Well, you know what? He's a little offset over here. This guy's definitely a little offset here. These guys are definitely not man aligned, so it's even spacing. So boom, we're going to go up to here to this even top, and look, it's a cover 3 zone. Hopefully everyone here is done skills trainer and have learned who you throw to and who to read on a cover 3 zone, because you wouldn't have fucking been watching the halfback on that entire wheel route the entire time. Am I wrong, Prime? Am I wrong?
No, you hit the nail on the head.
So my big thing is you don't normally see, maybe you've seen it more than I have recently, but no, most people, I'm not seeing elite guys throw off to their halfback or their tight ends. But let's go back to one other thing, because I can't just pick on DJ.
I don't see the elite guys definitely not rolling backwards 15 yards.
Right. And so let's go back to DJ here. DJ, we're picking on you a little bit about everything, you know. But back at the 4-yard, DJ is not the only one. This is kind of a pandemic that happened in Madden 22. So for here, I just pulled up a couple games. Don't take anything by this. If this is one of you, I just grabbed some examples. I'm sure there's a streamer or several where I did this. So this here is, who is this? This is I think it's the Eagles. Eagles playing the Brown, whoever the fuck the Eagles is. I don't know who that is. Line of scrimmage is at the 40, which is the opponent's 40. So it's up here. We're dropping back here to the 13. You'll see there's starting to be some pressure, but there wasn't when he got back there. So what the hell is going on in this case? He's not the only one. We're looking at the Steelers here. Steelers, the line of scrimmage is the 26. And here we're dropping back to the 12. It's a 14-yard drop back. Now, remind you, this is 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7, so you're now 14 yards beyond the 7. So to get a first down, it's a 21-yard pass. Obviously, none of these guys are, who cares about a short passing attribute when everything's fucking deep for you guys, right? So here's the last one, and this is one against mine. This is against Finn's. It looks like the line of scrimmage is at the 50. He dropped back 14 yards. It's almost 15 yards to the 35 on a 1st and 10. So that's a 25-yard pass to get a first down instead of a 10. So it is what it is. It's none of these guys, I don't think any of them did it a lot, because I think if you're doing this a lot, it's a problem. I think if you do it, in the heat of the moment, maybe a couple times a game, it's probably not a problem. But if all you're doing is running back to throw a deep 20-yard, 2-yard pass, that's a problem. Would you not agree, Prime?
Oh yeah, I agree.
Is that problematic for you in any way?
If it's consistently abused, but I see a lot when guys start panicking, they start doing it, and like Washington, this guy's getting. He's getting his butt blown out. It looks like here. He's down by 17 points.
He came back. It was real close. It was a good game.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe it's because he dropped back far.
But there's a lot of good. I mean, guys, and the ones that I picked those drop back out, I really didn't look through the whole stream, so it might have been the only time you did it, and you may not normally do it. So don't take. I'm just bringing back the point that we have a drop back problem. Drop back problems, running away from the blitzers and making it harder. Luckily, if you played the beta, none of you guys are going to be doing that at all in the beta. You will get clobbered if the beta is, or if Madden 23 is anything like it. Prime.
Uh-oh.
since you are in the social media or the social voice chat to talk, what do you say we talk about the next season?
Yeah, I've got a little announcement, and maybe you can fill it in too. We were talking in private, and I heard old Freight Train Shane's donating a jersey to one lucky Primer member. What's the story behind this?
So here's the way it's going to work, and I think you guys, the admin team, is going to work out exactly whether or not it's. I think it's going to be a participation or right. So
participation.
It's going to be something based on participation. But here's the deal. And no, DJ's not getting kicked. Here's the deal. We're going to get you an autographed jersey. It doesn't matter. This one just happens to be Tyreek Hill, Ricky Williams. Who else we got? We got Devontae Adams here. I've got a bunch already, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be one of the ones I've got. If you prefer mini helmets, we got mini helmets. If you're a Rams fan, I got Sean McVay. But look, here's what will happen at the end of the season when they determine who the winner is. You pick your team. You tell me who your favorite team is, and I will go get you either an autographed jersey by the player of your choice or a mini helmet if you'd prefer a mini helmet. Now, if you're a Patriots fan or someone crazy where the jersey is like ridiculously, I'm not paying $1,000 for a fucking Brady jersey. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to fucking happen. I don't mind paying a couple $100. You know, if you want a Deion Sanders or something like that, I'll go that route. But we're not going to do Brady or Gronk because those are fucking ridiculously priced right now. So it's something that I used to do for my league. I thought it always helped in. I think it would make the last season of the cycle a little bit more exciting. Makes you want to play all your games because even if you don't win the Super Bowl, you got a chance.
Yep.
Based on participation. So I think that's what it is. Now is going to be the time before we can look at the playoffs and see how everybody's doing. I would say, you know what? Fuck it, let's do it. Of course I got disconnected because why wouldn't I? Because I talk a lot. That's fucking why. But now is the time for everybody else to start lining up. Jump into the Primer Discord and jump into the social media chat so we can get you on the show. All right. So real quick, I don't want to go here. I want to go to the statistics. Let me show you what bothers me. And this goes back to the halfback and the tight end leading. All right, so in the league, like I don't mind a few of them, especially if maybe the tight end is leading the best receiver in your team. But really, the tight end on the Rams is the best receiver in the game in the league. You know, Costanzo on the Cowboys, Wise, like there is 6 or 7 of the top 10 are not wide receivers in receptions in the league. So if we're going by teams, if we break it down, you've got Kmet in the Bears. Now, this one here I'm going to say I'm not too I wouldn't get too upset with because it's 70 by the tight end, 65 by the wide receiver, another 56. He's spreading this ball around. You know,
Yep.
this could be a game swing either way. So that's not a big issue. Jamar Chase obviously is a better wide receiver. He's number 1 in the Bengals offense. Dawson Knox is leading the Bills by like 1. I don't care about that. That's obviously being spread around. Stephon Diggs being 3rd scares me because why would you throw to Stephon Diggs when he's 99 everything? But that's okay. He spreads the ball around, throws who's open, no issues there. Noah Fant, leading the Broncos. You're telling me you would rather throw to Noah Fant than Jerry Jeudy? Really? I don't know. Who else we got? Schwartz obviously leading the Browns. That's cool. I don't care that Chubb's 2nd. That doesn't bother me because a wide receiver's leading. Now this one here is Darth Dad, right? No, this is not Darth Dad. This is the Bucks, not the Cardinals. About to get on him, but the Bucks. You're telling me Hunter Henry is a better wide receiver than Chris Godwin? Here we go. Darth Dad, what are you doing? Tight end, 49 receptions. Why the fuck would you throw to DeAndre Hopkins, who's 99 everything under the sun? Why would you throw it to him? Why not? Trade it. Like, send him. Dude, trade offer right now. I'm the Titans. I could use DeAndre. He'll lead my team. What do you think? Darth, you want to get on this? We can work something out in the offseason. Let's do it. Let's get it done. Put it on the line. Chargers look good. Look at that. Samuel, Bell, then Eckler, solid. The Chiefs, of course, Tyreek and Hardman leading. You know, it wouldn't be surprising to find the Chiefs go deep into the playoffs. Hawk here with the Colts. All right, so this was a CPU team for a while, so we're going to ignore it. Look, Costanzo is better than CeeDee Lamb, like twice as good as CeeDee Lamb. I don't know about you, but I'm seeing a lot of 99s, 98s, 95s. Like at some point in time, you got to be better than just dumping off the ball, right? You got to stop looking at the tight end drag, the tight end corner out. Jalen Waddle obviously killing it for the Dolphins. By the way, huge Dolphins fan if you couldn't tell by the memorabilia. I don't know. We got another halfback lead in here. You're telling me, this one, he might be actually the best wide receiver on the team for the Eagles. Kyle Pitts, I have no problems with Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts is a stud. The football team, you can't tell me that the tight end here is that much better than Terry McLaurin, who is a superstar or X Factor 99, 96 speed with beautiful abilities where he gets additional routes, right? You can't tell me that. The Niners looking good here. Giants looking good. Njoku, I can't believe Njoku's, well, all right. Mike Thomas, but DJ, come on. DJ Chark, I hope maybe he was injured or something. Maybe he was broke. If not, send him. Send him. Send him. Give me that 96 speed, 99 everything. I'll pay. I'll give you a ton for DJ Chark. I know you beat the shit out of me on Snipes TV, my first game in the league in a team with like 20 morale, but Jesus Christ. DJ Chark is your fourth receiver behind your halfback. He's got almost half of the receptions as your halfback. Send him. Send him. Give him. All right. The Jets, well, look, tight end, halfback, then a wide receiver. It's the Jets, so maybe that really is Sim, but that hurts. And, of course, we butchered it. We picked on DJ enough. The Packers got he's obviously spreading it around, so I'm not too worried about the Packers. Panthers are sitting here. McCaffrey obviously is a stud. You got DJ Moore here, Slayton. He's spreading the ball around. Whitehead. It's the Patriots. Their wide receivers are not the best. Although Tony is down here when he's a young guy and should have been absolutely been progressed because he's a monster once you progress him. I think that was missed the boat. Raiders look good. The Rams, I don't know about the Rams. Santos is probably not going to be 30-some catches better than Cooper Kupp. Just saying. Gilliard, he's at least leading the team. Tomlinson leading the team. Metcalf, thank God we look at the Seahawks and see Metcalf leading this team. I would have passed out if it was somebody else. We got the Steelers. Steelers looking good. You got it's the Texans. We're going to give everybody on the Texans a pass because of what Madden did to them this year. The Titans, this is me. Obviously, I took over the team, but promise you, Tyler would not be leading the league. I wish I could actually trade Tyler. Kid you not, I don't throw to my tight end. I would trade this dude if I could, but I can't because he's young and an X factor. So I can't trade him, but it is what it is. The Vikings are doing well, but everybody else, send me your fucking people. Apparently, you can't send me your young X factor people. At least throw to them. If you're not gonna send them to me, throw them to somebody. All right, so I see a lot of you in the Twitch chat. I see a ton of you in the Twitch chat. Some of you have got to have something that you want to say. Some of you have to have something that you want to say. So all you got to do is jump in the Discord, scroll on over to this social voice chat, and we're going to put you on right now. Absolutely right now, we're going to put you on. So DJ, I saw you in here earlier. Feel free to come. And Prime actually supported you a little bit there. So there's that. What's up, DJ?
What's up, man?
Talk to me. How you doing?
All right, I just took a piss.
Well, that's important.
Feeling good.
Feeling good? It wasn't. It was. It might have been a disappointment. I don't know. Might have been a disappointment, but that's all right. So talk to me about your team.
Cedric Wise, that's my team.
Cedric the Entertainer, huh?
Hell yeah, you hand it to him, you pass it to him, you do whatever. If he's not open, I'm running. No, I'm playing. But I do look to him a lot.
Well, clearly.
But I throw to other people. It's just I don't throw a lot. Like I'll just run the ball, and when I do throw it, I do look at my running back a lot. I look at my tight end too. I don't really look at my outside receiver. I don't know
Those
why.
are basically your first two reads, right? Your halfback and your tight end.
Yeah, it depends on what routes they're on. If they're on like an ugly route, and like one of my outside receivers is on like a route that I like, I'll look over there. But
you're gonna hot route them if they're not on a route you like. You're gonna put Cedric on a wheel route, right?
I don't put them on wheels very often. Very often, I usually run the plays that come with the wheel.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So how'd you finish up this season?
Barely missed the playoffs. Kind of trash.
Kind of
I
trash?
didn't play too good. Yeah.
So tell me about the team. Where does the team need to improve? What players are you looking for in the offseason or the draft?
Right. Well, honestly, my team probably needs to improve at a guard position because either my right or left guard was always getting injured. I don't know, but I released him because I was tired of him. He was getting injured every play.
Fuck him. He's out.
So,
Fire.
I released him.
Step under the sun.
I had to, I'm going to have to find another guard. Honestly, I think I just need to stop throwing interceptions because at the start of the year, I was throwing a ton of interceptions. There was games where I lost by one score, but I had like 3 picks. If I would have had like 1 pick, I would have won the game, So.
Well, let's take a look at your quarterback stats here and
Probably
see
like
how he
29.
did.
I feel like it's 29.
All right, so he was 39 touchdowns, 29 interceptions. You know what? Your positive ratio. You're going to find a lot of people in the league that probably have more interceptions than they do touchdowns.
Yeah, but I mean, I got to get rid of those. I got to throw like 10 next season. I cannot go over 10 picks.
That's a tough ask.
I'm gonna try to get it though. You got to hold me to it.
I'll hold you to it. I will hold you to that. We'll break down every fucking game. That's it. We'll do it.
Hell yeah.
We'll talk about where you missed reads and how you fucked them up. We'll you and I do some collaboration. We'll break down some film.
That sounds good to me. I need to do that.
All in all, Hilton had 3,800 yards. Too short. We'll get you on here in a second, so just hold tight, right? Hilton did pretty well. Malcolm, by the way, not Mike.
Yeah, get it right. He's a god.
22 sacks, 70% completion rate percentage. That's, dude, he didn't do too bad.
I know, but a lot of my games, some of my games were real close, and I feel like if I didn't throw 1 or 2 picks, I'm winning that game.
See these 5 fumbles that he had, though?
Yeah.
That means you're scrambling too much. Or hold the R1. Slide.
Yeah, I think two of them were strip sacks, but then I think the other 3 I got hit while I was scrambling.
Gotcha. Where else do you think? Let's look at your blocking stats here. Who's given up sacks on this team? Wow. Would you have guessed Sewell has given up 7 sacks?
I think that's mainly because I roll right a lot.
Oh, so you just roll into the sack?
I roll right into the contain, so it's not even his fault. He's my best lineman. If he was on the left, he wouldn't give up anything. I like to roll right just because I'm right-handed, I guess. I don't know, but
I'll go with that. That's fair. Defensively, looks like Woodward had 7 sacks. I feel like you could do some better. You either don't blitz enough, or you need an upgrade there.
I was thinking about that. I do not blitz enough. I literally run coverage, and I need to blitz.
That'll definitely shorten the time. And then your interceptions, really, there's nobody dominating here in your secondary or your linebackers. There's a lot of guys picking the ball, but not any one guy that's like just shutting people down.
Right. I think honestly, if I can go into free agency and grab like somebody with abilities on the defensive side, like say get a linebacker, like a middle linebacker with abilities, or maybe even like a defensive tackle with abilities.
Yep.
Spend up big for that one last season. I think that'll make like a huge difference just to have another playmaker on defense. Because I feel like I can score on offense. It's just if they can score on me, there's literally no point to even playing because I'm gonna end up throwing a pick like I always do. I'll score, and then they'll go down and score, and then I'll score, and then they'll go down and score. It's 14-14, and then I throw a pick, and then they go down and score, and now they have all the momentum. So it's like,
how's your cap situation going into next year? I see 19.4 currently, but you're going to lose some guys in free agency, right? And there may be guys that you get rid of going into the draft.
I think I have a lot of space. I think I'm losing one of my guards.
Lindstrom,
I think he's like I'm losing him. I could not re-sign him. I'll see what the tag's like, but I don't know, man. He's real good, but if I lose him, I'm gonna have two horrible guards, and then I'll have to spend big. But he's been good for me. I have a decent amount of cap space where I think I can sign a few people. I re-signed Malcolm Hilton, my quarterback, this past season. I re-signed a few people from my first draft class, and that costed a bit. But other than that, I have Odell on a super expensive contract, and he seems to never get open for me, so that didn't really work out. I remember I was in a bidding war with I think the Saints, and we were up to like 3 years, 120 million.
You were in a bidding war for a guy you threw 19 catches to. Think about that.
Yeah. Looking back now, I can't really do shit about it, but I don't know. He has grab and go and jukebox, and those are both like after the catch abilities. I was wishing he had like looking back at it now, I wish he had I don't know, short out elite, mid in elite, something like that.
Right.
Just when I get him the ball, he can make stuff happen. He'll juke somebody out and get 10 extra yards, grab and go, and make them go faster, I think, or whatever. But
so maybe you just need to find some schemes and some plays. Go into the practice mode and use that coverage chart or whatever, and start finding some ways to get it to your wideouts. Maybe maybe actually expanding your offense a little bit is going to get you those extra couple wins to get you into the playoffs.
Yeah, I was literally thinking about that earlier. I'm glad you brought it up, because I was thinking, well, if Odell has grab and go and jukebox and 92 speed or something, I could definitely throw screens and just try to make a play, because he can run after the catch like crazy. I never did that this whole season. I did not throw it short to Odell once.
I
could even just throw it to him on a drag and let him make a play, but I didn't do it. I didn't think.
That's all right. You're getting there, right? You got to start somewhere.
Yeah, that's why I'm confident, because I'm actually thinking. I would just go into the games and be like, okay, don't throw a pick. That was literally my whole mindset. I would still throw the picks, but now I feel like I'm thinking more. That's why I'm so confident for this upcoming season, because I'm actually thinking about what I'm going to do, and I know that it's going to work.
Awesome. Well, hey, I'm going to jump to the next guy on the call. Anything you want to get off your chest? You want to trash talk someone? Talk down to something? Talk about how I'm ass? Talk about me getting blown out in snipes? Whatever you want to say, the floor is yours.
Cedric Wise is the MVP. Every other running back in the league sucks. And if you think that I just force it to him, I can't wait to play you, because he's going to have 7 catches, 190 yards, 20 rushes, 200 yards, 6 touchdowns. Anybody who wants to hate, I hope I play you next year.
So you promise not to get any more of those do you want to concede early messages?
Nah, never.
All right, man. Well, thanks for jumping on, DJ.
No problem, man. Cedric Wise is the MVP. Peace out.
All right. So Too Short. Unmute yourself. You're up next. Then we got the Dolphins and Biscuit. Strawbacks.
Hello.
What's up, my man?
Hey, not much.
How you living?
Oh, I'm doing just fine. How about you?
I'm fired up. I'm fired up.
Well, I want to start this by saying fuck Malcolm Hilton. His name is Mike Hilton, because he's a bitch.
He is kind of a bitch, though. He's a little guy. There's no. You notice he was running from everybody. He's a little white guy, wide receiver. What is he? He's a fucking quarterback, right? He didn't even know what position he's supposed to be playing on DJ's team. He just knows he's got to run because he's going to get hit.
Yeah, well, so I played him second to last game of the season, and I swear I had him contained, and all of a sudden this little white dude just breaks off for 40 fucking yards.
It's always the white dudes. You can't trust.
I was like, God damn.
Can't fucking trust.
But yeah.
So yeah, I appreciate you jumping on, man. So other than Mr. Mike Hilton, What else you got? How'd your season go? Look back on it. Where'd you do good? Where'd you do bad? What do you want to do better? Who's actually shit in the league? Because I don't know half the people in this league. I'm up here talking out of my ass like I actually know something, but I don't fucking know anybody in this league. So tell me what you got.
Well, I started out 2-0, and then I finished with 2 wins. So
let's take a look at your schedule.
I'm probably the shittiest in the league. I lost Dalvin Cook probably halfway through the season because of his heart wasn't in it type thing for the the momentum things or whatever.
Yep.
So he retired. So I ended up signing Myles Gaskin, and then he got hurt. So I ended up signing Matt Breida.
Oh, dude, Breida.
So
I've run for 2,000 yards with Breida. But he's probably older now.
He's like 33 years old, but he's still got 90-something. Still got 90-something speed, but it doesn't seem like he's at 90-something speed.
All right, so you finished the season. I see you've got wins over whoever used to be the Bears.
Yeah.
You got blown out by King Blue. He does that. He does that. He blew me out. Whoever used to be the Bucks looks like you lost to. Whoever used to be the Bears. You lost to DJ in the halfback throw. You lost to the Saints. Madness.
Yep.
Lost to Jonesy, the Panthers. You lost to Rolls Royce, the Patriots. Looks like you played a lot of playoff teams here though as well.
Yeah. And I feel like, and I'm not too upset about the losses I've had.
Yep.
Because I got blown out, but I was like, if you go back and watch, you can't watch my streams because I got to go in and change my settings, but it felt like for the first quarter and a half, maybe first half, I was in the game. I was close enough to maybe I could have made a few plays my way that maybe I could have won. But outside of that, I just I gotta get better at using on defense.
So Mike,
that's what my problem.
Mike says he was a real bully. This 10-37 blowout he had against you in your Week 12 game.
The Bills.
The Bills. The commish.
I don't remember playing him this year. Oh yeah, I do, because he was saying he's gonna be the new ostrich, talking about how he's gonna get 80-0 on me.
Who lost 80? I saw that in the chat someday. It was one of their first.
It was me. So this is my second time in Primer. My first time in Primer was in 21, and I lost my very first game. I lost 80-0 to Ostrich. He got kicked for it, and if anybody would have asked, I would have advocated for him. Hey, I couldn't stop him at all. I tried. I just wasn't playing good enough or whatever. But they kicked him or whatever, and then after that, I kind of just went not on a winning spree, but I kind of played a lot better.
I was gonna say I don't see a winning spree on your schedule.
No. So it's just I played smarter, and now it's just become a running joke.
Well, you know what? You scored 3 points against the Falcons. That's got to be a moral victory because you weren't blown out, right?
I couldn't stop Pitts, man.
Yeah, Pitts is tough. So it looks like you got a lot of places to improve upon on the team. What positions do you think you need to upgrade at? Let's be honest. Is it you just not reading the coverages? Is you not calling the right plays? Your stick just broke, or is it personnel? Do we need to improve upon the team?
Well, according to looking at the draft and all that, my team is stacked. So I'm pretty sure it's just me. I need to make better reads. I got Dak Prescott. First off, I joined the team. Dak Prescott was on the team. He was 88 overall. He's an 83 now.
Yep. He's still an 88. His morale is just so bad that he's dropped 3 points.
Right. Yeah. So his deep throw is only 85.
Wait, hold on. Back up. Did you say deep throat or deep throw?
Deep throw.
Okay, just making sure.
His deep throw is 85, and my backup, George Abrams, he's a 79 now. He was a 73 when I first started. His deep throw is 96. So it's which one, I have good games with both of them. Like the last game, I think it was against DJ. Dak threw 200-some yards, but he had 4 picks and a touchdown. Abrams threw for 120-some yards and had 1 pick and no touchdowns. It's like, okay, so which way do I go here? So I'm looking at probably drafting a quarterback in the draft. I got the 4th overall, I think. So I'm looking at a QB there. But other than that, I think, I got Justin Jefferson, KJ Hamler. I've got Irv Smith Jr., Jonnu Smith at tight end. And my defense is set. I got Hunter.
Here's
Tomlinson.
Really where you're... Holy shit. Here's really where the problem with your team is. Your team morale. You've got guys with single digits. Keanu Neal, 7.
Probably I've been losing.
8. Like, these guys aren't going to make plays. KJ Hamler, send him right now. 11. KJ Hamler should be a Titan. I don't think
the first season I was the Vikings. KJ was just blowing the top off of people. Like the Packers had to put Jair Alexander on him because the first play I had the ball, KJ went deep, I threw it to him and touchdown. Like, so it's just me trying to make the right reads but not making the right reads.
Right.
Or I'm throwing the ball too late. So it's me obviously not making the correct calls on plays that need to be made.
Okay, that's fair. Well, we can work on that. So Hova's in the chat. Asked if team morale really does matter. Dude, Hova, morale is massive. So your blockers
it does, yeah.
Your blockers do not block. They will not hold a block. If you ever go up for a contested catch or something like that with a wide receiver and low morale, they will not hold on to the ball. They drop almost everything. It is really hard to win with morale, though. That's why you get some of those. If you guys have ever seen the scenario where you can trash talk your opponent, they say, hey, you've got this game coming up. Do you want to trash talk your opponent or say nice things? If you trash talk your opponent and lose that game, it's a negative 40 morale to everybody on your team, and it can basically end your season. Yeah. Guys will play horrible. They will fumble. They won't hold blocks. They won't catch the ball. They won't break blocks. It's bad.
Yeah, I think that's part of Dak's morale is probably super low. It's why he's not doing so good.
Yep.
Like his deep throw, like I said, his deep throw is only like 85, but his mid accuracy, short accuracy are better than the backup. But do I sacrifice that and go for the backup whose deep throw or whose throw power is better and his short, mid accuracies are lower?
Say deep throw for me one more time.
Deep throw.
All right. I'm loving it.
So that's
side note.
That's kind of the problem I got to go with.
Gotcha. Real quick side note. Mike has advanced the league, so we have reached the wild card round. Chargers will be taking on. I got a cheat sheet because I still don't know who everybody is. I'm figuring it out. So Chargers, who is Hive Raven, is taking on. Is it Grandma Zins or Gramazins? Whoever the Chiefs are. I don't know how to pronounce it. Zins. All right. So we got Rolls Royce taking on Biscuit, which I think he was going to jump on the chat here. Call him Graham or Grams. Okay, that's good to know, Mike. I appreciate that. GR Amazins. Okay. Grand Rapids. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Then you got the Jags, which we know is King Blue, taking on Mike. That's the AFC wildcard lineup. And then here in the NFC, we've got the Cowboys, which I don't know who that is because I didn't write them down because initially they weren't on the list. So whoever the fucking the Cowboys are playing on the Niners. Is the Niners Death Wish?
Yeah, I do believe.
Look at Death Wish sneaking in at the 7 seed. Hell yeah, that's my boy. By the way, everything I know about Madden, Death Wish taught me. Atlanta Falcons, that person taking on A-Train. So A-Train's made it there. Sweet. And then we've got the Packers, which is what, Alex Fink, Rat Fink, Alex the Packers taking on Jonesy, who is the Carolina Panthers. So gotta love it. So no, yeah, so those of you that don't know, here's how I actually came to SML. Deathwish and I go way back. Deathwish and I used to run Madden sim leagues. So that's that. You know, I saw this league gets a ton of. You guys, when I asked around, said, "Hey, give me the best the best league to go look into." They pointed my way this way. So, and I asked a lot of people. So they shot my name over here. I reached out. I saw Deathwish was in the league. Said, hey, make sure, it's cool if I join, blah, blah, blah. So here I am. Now you guys are stuck with me for now, at least. We're going to talk shit every Tuesday, assuming you guys like this kind of show, and we'll go from there. So hopefully you guys get more and more people on here. But what else you got to say for us here, Mr. Vikings, before we jump to the next caller?
Well, I said it at the beginning of this season, and it didn't come true, but I'm going to say it again. I'm going to run the NFC North next season. Lions and Packers suck ass. Quit throwing to your halfback every fucking play. And that's about it.
Well, I got one thing for you. It's definitely going to help your run to winning that NFC North. If you're looking at the stream, I'm going to back out of the franchise here real quick because there's something that's really important for you. I think it's really going to help you get there. So it's over here. You just have to go to this little... is it here? No, it's not here. Where is it? Oh, you know what? No, it's over under exhibition. It's called Skills Trainer. So if you go into Skills Trainer, it'll help you read defenses. It'll help you learn how to block. It'll help you learn some... DJ, you should join this as well, Skills Trainer. So I think it'll help a ton in your game. And I'm not kidding. Like if you are someone that has just played Madden and you've been decent and have never done Skills Trainer, you'll learn a lot going through Skills Trainer. Everybody skips it, but there's a lot of good information in there.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right,
man. Well, thanks for jumping on. So that gets Dolphins is up next, the Straw Blacks, and then we got Noobs hanging in the wings here in the chat. If you want to join, all you got to do is jump into the Discord, jump into the Social Voice channel. We'll get you on here. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about. I'll prod you along the way. If you've got nothing to say, you just want to jump on, say hi, and show you're participating in the content, which I appreciate everybody for jumping on here and participating. You guys are freaking amazing. We'll do this every Tuesday, and we'll kind of go from there. So, Straw Blacks, what's up, my man? Do you go by Straw?
No.
Do you go by Blacks?
Yeah.
SB, what do we do?
People call me Straw. People say Straw Blacks. I think a lot of people say Straw.
All right.
Some people used to say Strawberry.
People talking shit about you left and right, you say?
No, so this is what we're coming out here to talk about. Because I think you're a Dolphins fan. I think they're real.
I've got like 42 of these.
Brian, shit going on. Except between different teams, I think the Eagles and A-Train was paid off to throw that game to keep me out the playoffs. Fuck the Eagles.
How much? So let's see. What was your record going into the going into this week 18? Where'd you fall in the AFC East?
I think I'm 11-6.
11-6. So both you and the Bengals at 11-6 missed out.
Yeah, we both missed it.
Well, you were third in your division. What did you think that was going to happen? You were going to magically jump ahead?
Well, yeah, if I would
dude, you can't expect to be in the division if you're third in your division. You can't make the playoffs if you're third in the division. You could.
You can make the playoffs.
Mathematically, it could happen.
We were right there. The Eagles beat the Browns. We were right there.
All right. You know what? You give up the most points in your division. I mean, you score the most.
Yeah.
You score the most and you give up the most. Let's look at this team.
I lost all my DBs, and Xavier Howard was carrying my team, and he got hurt.
X?
So people could
throw
whatever
X
they
get
want.
hurt? That just hurts my soul.
Right? Yeah, that hurt. And then he came back last game of the season and got 3 picks.
So let's take a look at your offense here. You know what's pretty amazing is you have the number one ranked offense in the league. Holy shit, that's impressive. You're averaging, I don't know if it's the number one scoring offense. Let's see, where you're the number 2 scoring offense in the league, which is pretty sweet. On defense here, this is where you give it up like you're a fucking whore paid well.
Yeah, those DBs, those DBs got abused. Oh, they got abused.
Robert Kraft is coming to visit you a lot, man. Your entire trainers work for Deshaun Watson. Jesus fucking
They
Christ.
got abused.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, we're all right. Your defense not the best in the league, but it's all right.
Now, my team is good. We don't need that much. Xavier Howard, I forgot. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. With them two leading, we're pretty solid at DB. We just can't let Xavier Howard get hurt again. That was cause for a whooping.
Yep. So Igbenogany is your other quarterback.
That's him.
Noah Igbenogany. He's usually pretty ass, but looks like you've built him up pretty well. He's fast. Khalid Greenwood looks like he's pretty solid, at least with speed. Peck, all right. Do you run a lot of man, a lot of zone? I'm going to guess a lot of man.
Yeah, a lot of man.
A lot of man. Okay, so that makes sense. Although, you got to remember, Xavier's got Zone Hawk.
Yeah.
So that's going to
when
you're running man and he's got Zone Hawk, it's not helping you all that much.
Yeah, when I have him, I run more zone than I run man. But I do like to switch it up because I find in zone a lot of times the DBs like to shit the bed. They like to forget what they're covering and cover what they're not covering.
Right.
Leave somebody wide open.
Your fucking secondary is a track team.
Right.
Absolutely a track team. Let's see. Jones. I think that's the Eagles. Says Straw. You won the last Super Bowl.
Yeah, I did.
Nice. Well, you had the fucking Dolphins. I mean, it's to be expected.
Yeah, the Jalen Waddle is a menace, dude. I would hate to be playing him. It's fucking unfair.
Hold on.
Jalen Waddle is actually unfair.
I'm going to look at Tua here. And is he still left-handed? That's the important thing.
He is still left-handed.
Okay, thank you. Much respect that he's still left-handed. I can't tell you how many fuckers I see switch him to a right. Look at this.
Do people really do that? Oh, shit.
Yeah, I see people switch him to right, and it's fucking gay as hell. All right, so look. Tua looks amazing on this team. I know you had to progress him quite a bit because he throws up ducks when you first start.
Yeah, it was pretty atrocious.
He's got some hella attributes. Spin cycle, that does him real well because he fumbles everything. But pro read, sleight of hand, red zone deadeye, that helps. I don't know if an agile extender helps him much at all. But that's solid. Your quarterback's a beast. J.J. Clark, 94 speed. Yeah, he's going to be a monster too. Who gives a fuck about the fullback? Wide receiver, Waddle, Lance Miller. Yeah, look at this. Vega. Is Vega your number 2 guy?
Yeah, Vega has been killing it. Yeah. We put him in the slot or number 2. We move him around.
Yeah, holy shit. Who's 6'5"? Ragland's 92 and 6'5"? That's a lot of high passes in the end zone.
Yeah, we should have used him a little bit more.
Yeah, tight end doesn't look like you're a tight end bandit, which is good.
No, I actually had Mike Gesicki, but he wouldn't take my fucking offer. So then we lost him, and we said, all right, we don't need you.
Gotcha. This team looks rebuilt pretty much from the ground up, which is awesome. You still got Holland at? No, you don't have Holland at safety?
Oh, that hurt, too. That hurt,
Shame
dude.
on you.
That hurt losing him, man. He was a fucking beast.
All right, so what else we got? Tell me what else is going on with your team. You didn't make the playoffs after making the Super Bowl. Who was your toughest game on the season? Who was the weakest opponent that you played on the season?
Oh, man. Who was the toughest? I think me and Mike actually had a really, really tough game. Me and Mike and me and the Jets. I think we both had 2 really, really tough games this year, which was really cool. I think they both played me really tough. And Mike is fucking killing it.
41-20, you beat him in the first week, and then he came back in week 9 and crushed you 28-7.
Yeah.
Jalen Phillips joined the Lions. Oh, Jalen Phillips got let go. Oh, Jesus. Killing.
And then the last game of the season, I think I played. Who did I?
Played the Vikings.
I think I played the Vikes. Yeah, that
35-10.
one was tough. I was trying not to score. He was just throwing me pick after pick. I was trying not to score, so I didn't get kicked.
Well, let's see. So it was 0-0 in the first quarter, 14-10 by halftime. So that's not a total blow. But third quarter, you really murdered him. 21 points.
Yeah.
In the fourth quarter, you took the penalty.
I think he stopped playing. I don't know. I was like, dude.
Let's see. He had 6 turnovers. You're not going to win having 6 turnovers. It's just not going to happen. Time of possession was equal, so nothing too horrible there. All right, so dude, what else you got? What else you want to talk about? Let's
that's
this
man.
is your chance.
I really wanted the Eagles to come on here and say that he gave up that game. They didn't want to see me in the playoffs, and he got paid off to keep me out. That's what happened. Him and the Browns came to an agreement to be like, no. I didn't even look at the stats of that game. I think he put up an abysmal performance. I don't think he tried.
The Eagles and the Browns in the last game?
The Eagles and the Browns, last game of the season. If the Eagles beat the Browns, I think it would have been in the playoffs.
Let's see. Can I see the regular season schedule? No. Let's see how it went. Eagles and Browns, 13-7 was the final. So it's a close game. It was not simmed. 13-7. See if we see anything. It looks like the Eagle Burrow threw 3 picks, had a 57% quarterback rating, so that's ass. 46 yards rushing. Yeah, it was rough. It's rough against that Brown defense.
Yeah. The Browns, we usually have really good games against each other. We go back and forth.
Awesome. Well, hey.
Yeah, that's it though, man.
I appreciate you jumping on, man. I hope you do this every week. We'll keep it going, keep it moving. Get Noobs up next, and then we got Filthy Hands and then Fins all waiting in the wings.
Yeah,
so,
this was dope, man. Thanks, and good luck to everybody in the playoffs.
Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yes, sir.
All right, Noobs. Noobs, you're up, brother.
Hello.
What's up, baller?
I just woke up from a nap because I really wanted a quick 30-minute nap, and it turned into 1.5 hours. And
woke up from a nap?
Yeah, I went out today and I came home and I was exhausted, so I took a nap.
Are you like 16? How old are you?
I am 18.
18. You're not supposed to get exhausted at 18.
Yeah, that's what they keep telling me. I feel like if I slept enough every night, it would definitely help, but unfortunately I don't. So that is a problem.
Fair enough. Well, hey, looks like how'd the Giants do? You're
not well this year. I'm not gonna lie. This was my worst season since season 2 when I missed the playoffs. I missed the playoffs by a game this year, and
so I'm gonna take credit for that.
I mean, yeah, you definitely were a part of that for sure. You put up a hell of a game.
I honestly can't take credit for that because that was a server game. That game had nothing to do with either one of us on either side. It started off okay, got a little bit better towards the end, but in that middle part, it was awful.
Yeah, I feel like part of my I've got like a billion excuses I can go through just like to be an ass, but
let's go through them. Fuck it, I got time.
Yeah,
what are you doing?
Okay. So first 4 games of the season, I'm starting rookie quarterback Charlie Goldstein because I'm like, fuck Daniel Jones.
Let's take
He's
a look
literally
at Charlie
the worst
Goldstein.
person
Hold
I've
on.
ever seen. Okay.
Let's bring him up. Go ahead, go on with your story. I'm listening.
So Charlie Goldstein, his accuracies are pretty good actually, because the thing that tanks quarterback ratings in Madden is their awareness. His awareness was 58 or something like that.
Yep.
And his accuracies are all in the 70s. And I'm like, okay, I don't see why I don't use him. I hate Daniel Jones, so I might as well. And then
why would you hate a 90 throw power, 93, 97, 93 accuracy?
Yeah. I
anyway.
don't know. I was feeling stale. But Saquon, I love John Ross. I was trying to trade at the beginning of the season. People wanted to give me too little, and I'm like, no, this is a 97 speed receiver who's an X factor. It's no.
You've got John Ross as an X factor?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I've been balling out. I took him out of the slot because I've got a big boy up in there now. I've got Jadarius Callaway, who's been smoking crack and just absolutely fucking tearing down defenses. But
and Tutu Atwell's nice too, I bet.
Oh yeah, Tutu Atwell's nice to have, but I tried starting Taylor Blythe, trying to get like some sort of, because he's a star dev.
Yep.
It's a little bit easier to develop. But I couldn't end up getting any breakout games with either of them, even though they both had like 150-yard games this season. No dev opportunities, which I understand this late into the cycle. We've got like a shit ton of superstar and X Factor players. So
And there's a limit. There's a limit. Yep.
Yeah. I wish there wasn't. I wish I could just keep building my team, but.
I agree, but maybe
anyway,
maybe they fix regression next beta or in Madden 23.
No, fuck no. There's no shot.
I hope because regression, like once as guys get older, they should be losing some of their abilities.
Right. But they made it even worse this year. Like they made it so that all players start regressing at 28 and not just star dev and normal players.
Yep.
So like Adoree Jackson was losing zone coverage and speed at 28, and I'm like, he's played like 4, 5, 6 years of great football. Like, why? Literally, why?
Right. So just here in the Twitch chat, by the way, Jones wants to know if it's a coincidence that he joined the division and you missed the playoffs. He says he got swept by you, so he's laughing about it.
Yeah. No, definitely no shot.
My man Snipes in the building. What's up, Snipes?
When is that AJ, right? A-Train J,
yep,
right?
That's him.
Yeah. He when Straw was talking about like Eagles throwing the game, I was like, I don't know. Well, he sucks, so you can't give Browns, or you can't give him all the credit on losing. I mean, it's definitely his fault.
Fair enough.
Oh, yeah. But basically, what I wanted to come on here and talk about was that I hate, and I don't use this term lightly, hate our Cowboys user. And it's been throughout the cycle, all the Cowboys users that we've had, I haven't really enjoyed their presence. I don't know. But
so
this guy...
It's milk, right?
Yeah, it's the milk boy.
I don't get that. Somebody get this boy a teat.
He drinks fucking... I mean, I guess respect the hustle, but oh my god. He's just... I don't know. He's rude for no reason. And it just... I just don't get it. And so, like, I think as, like, he's stayed in the league for longer, it's kind of gotten into my head that, like, I have a bit of a shorter fuse when it comes to playing him or talking to him or interacting with him in any way. So I play him, I get extremely mad at like something that's like lucky that's happening, or like I miss a throw, or like he scores a big long touchdown or something. I'm dumb. And I get upset about it.
And
I get too upset, and yeah, exactly. And so I get so upset at his games this season. Last season I swept him. Last season I beat the fuck out of him. But
what have you done for us lately, though, noobs? Last season and last season. We're living in the now.
I know.
I used to be 180 pounds. It's not happening.
Not anymore. Yeah. It's because the first time I played him, I played my rookie quarterback. He sold, dude. Oh my god, there was this. It is haunting my memory. There is this seam route to Evan Ingram, cover 2, wide the fuck open, would have been a touchdown, and he just sails it so far past him. He's throwing to China, dude. I don't get it. And there were like a couple more throws like that, and yeah, Daniel Jones makes some throws like that, but he's also got Fearless, so it's like
right. So let's talk about Winekiller here. Looking at his team, I mean, he's throwing to his tight end, 2/3 of the time.
Yeah, it is.
Like wherever CD Lamb is, and his amazing attributes, because you would think that's the guy he's going to, you can ignore him.
Nope.
The ball's going.
He is not getting. Yep, ball's going to Costanza. Ball's going to Nash.
Yep.
Lamb actually did a number on me our second meeting, I believe. But yeah, I play against him, and like I just get so mad at the game that like all strategy goes out the window. I'm picking random ass defensive plays. None of them are working because I'm
this
not
play
playing
never
with
works,
strategy.
but I like the way it looks, so I'm gonna try it again, right?
No, literally, yeah, exactly.
I've been there.
Also, having an 82 speed user is not exactly ideal, but I drafted I think it was 77 overall, 82 speed user, and I was like, well, I can't use him as a deep safety because he's going to get torched every single time. So I guess I'm using him.
Well, at least you're not
guess I'm
using your
him
D line.
This is true. Holy crap!
It could be worse if you're using your D line.
Right?
Like,
yeah, dude, filthy hands. No, this guy is the most insane DL user you've ever seen. Go look at his sack total on Trey Hendrickson. This man is a fucking menace, and I don't know how he does it. I tried doing it for a couple games with Aziz Ojulari. Past me.
Let's see. I have yet to see an elite person using the D line.
It is insane, dude. I don't think I've played him yet. I'm gonna play him in TSR though. So we've got that's sacks. Yep. Is that the record, right? 24?
That's what he's got. He got 24 sacks this season.
Jesus.
Now the question is this a guy that's getting 18 sacks if he doesn't use him?
I honestly don't know.
It's hard to tell. I mean, is he a monster?
He's good. He's a superstar, probably like 90 plus overall.
He's 84 speed, 94 finesse, 89 excel. Yeah, this guy's gonna get he's gonna get his sacks whether or not you use him or not.
That is for sure.
So I feel like you're actually limiting yourself by
using the D line,
So that's 24 sacks on a 18 game season. You've caused one loss of yard, like 1.3 loss of yards per game.
Wow, that is.
And only 3 forced fumbles. So to me, I'll let the user run him. Get his maybe 12 to 15 sacks that the CPU gets out of him, and I'm taking a linebacker or a safety and causing more turnovers. Yeah, but that's just me. We'll get to Filthy Hands. He's up next.
Yeah. Just season wise, and then I lost Saquon for the last 3 weeks. It sucks, but
that's gotta
when
hurt.
it comes, it was on a sim game too. It was my win against Alex. And Alex, I feel like he is the one that I have consistently the most fun playing. And it's purely because I know exactly what defense he's running. He's running match coverage the entire game. It's either cover 3 buzz match, or it's cover 4, or it's cover 6, or it's cover 9. And I know how to beat all of them.
Well, can you help DJ? Because he needs that help.
Hell yeah. Okay, if it's cover 4.
Now remember, hold on. If you don't know how to read the coverage, I've got that as well.
Yes, skills trainer.
Yep, skills trainer, but I've also got this flow chart that I'll put up there that tells you, hey, if you've got 2 safeties, then you look, are they pressing? Yes, they're pressing. Do they have inside or outside leverage? You can actually read what fucking coverage it is.
Yep.
All you got to learn. And then if you go into skills trainer, it tells you which routes are really good against these coverages. So use this flow chart, then go to skills trainer, learn what passes to send, then look at your fucking formation, read the defense, and make a decision.
Yep, it's all about those deep posts from the slot, and if you have an in-breaking route from the outside, have an out-breaking route from the inside, and you'll get the defender has to cover one of them.
Yep.
So
Hova says Filthy's the best D-line user in history.
I'm sure.
Madden history.
I have no doubt.
All right. I'm impressed. Did he actually lead the league in sacks? Because it would be really bad if he didn't lead the league in sacks.
That'd be insane.
I don't know. Deathwish used to use the D-line too when he was the Browns. But I don't know. Maybe. No, I'm not team stats. I want to go to player stats. Let's just see. All right, on the defense, here we go. We're going to look at some sacks. He actually doubled the next closest person. So that's impressive.
Damn.
The next closest person was 12 and a half sacks. So that you know what, we're gonna give Filthy a nod here. That's pretty. That's
absolutely. And
although it's still only like 1.3 plays a game of lost yardage.
Yep.
So
All right, I'll hand it over to Filthy actually. Just before I go, fuck you Cowboys, fuck you Eagles. I can't say fuck you Washington football team because you're an admin and you have power over me. So I'm gonna say you're the best person ever. Love you fans. You're so cool and so awesome and so hot. Okay, cool. Got that out of the way.
Nice.
I'll see you guys later.
I appreciate you jumping on the show, man. You're a baller.
Absolutely. See ya.
Thanks, noobs. All right, Filthy Hands. You're up next, and then Fins, you're in the wings, followed by Hive.
All right. So you're saying 1.3 plays a game, right? That he's affecting shit, but you're not thinking about
the runs
I blow up with him, the tackles for loss, the fact that I can't use your coverage worth of shit.
Okay,
so
well,
when I get pressure in your face, it makes you make dumb decisions.
And you made the playoffs, right?
No, I fucking missed. No, the whole reason that the fucking
playoffs?
Browns is even in there is because I missed a fucking field goal. Like, if I don't miss that field goal, I have the season sweep. He has one more loss, and that would give me the fucking tiebreaker. So, no offense to Straw, he wasn't getting in. I was the next man up in that fucking scenario.
That's fair. All right, that's fair. That's fair. And you know what? Throwing out of sack, as Hive says in the chat, is sometimes better than a sack because it results in a pick. So, so we're cool with that. All right, so I'm going to give you a little bit more. I haven't watched the tape. I'm going to go back and watch the tape.
Well,
and maybe
you played me 3 times to know.
I may have to break down your film. I may have to break down your
user
user
watch
ability
what I do, man.
and see how that goes. That may have to be some content that we get out.
That's the thing, too, is I don't just use him. I switch around when motherfuckers start doubling him, and every once in a while I drop back into coverage just to make you think about it.
All right. Sweet.
But I'm telling you, man, like, no. If it wasn't for a fucking missed field goal, the Browns aren't playing the Patriots. 100%.
So tell us about your team. Where are you strong? Where are you weak? On your schedule, you know, who was the suckiest matchup you had? Who was the best?
Matchup-wise, suckiest matchup I fucking had.
Or maybe, let's put it this way. Who do you enjoy playing, and who do you like, God damn it, motherfucker, I don't want to play this dude.
Oh, God, dude. Stavo's hard. Stavo's really fucking hard to beat the Steelers guy.
Yeah.
I think the last time I played him too, like he beat me is 42-21. If you look at the first half of that game, man, it was super close, and then I tried to fucking push it and threw 2 pick sixes right before half.
Ouch.
Yeah, exactly. No offense to Tiny Titan, man. I don't talk to him much. I like him, but like I've had no issues beating that dude every single time we've played.
That's the dude whose team I took over, right? The Titans?
No. He's the Ravens in here. You're
He's the
thinking
Ravens.
Titan.
Okay.
Yeah, and then yeah. And outside of that, man, like I don't mind playing the Browns. I just think, those games always tend to be fucky and come down to some shit. And like, this my whole season, dude, ended because I fucking missed a 33-yard field goal ice.
Oh.
Yeah, because if you look at that last lot, it's 11-13. So I hit that. That's game. And like I said, that gives me all the clinching shit. But it didn't fucking roll that way. So hopefully going into next year, I mean, this is the last season, and I know that, and everybody knows that. But unlike
and you heard the announcement for the last season, right?
Oh yeah, about the jerseys and all that stuff, right?
Yep.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man. Hopefully I'll get my name in the hat. I tend to be pretty active.
Awesome.
Outside of that though, like, dude, I've got a quarterback on a rookie deal. So I've got like $50 million.
So you got $1 million fucking dollars for
yeah, so I'm gonna go into free agency, man, and I'm just gonna buy some toys and see if I can make one last fucking push at it for this cycle.
Let's take a look at your current cap situation here before we go into
yeah, I should have like $48 million, something like that.
43.9. No, that's not you. You are. It's 39.4.
Okay.
And that doesn't include the people that are going to drop off.
Yeah, and there's a couple that I'm not bringing back, like little fucking depth positions, but everything that was like a main key cog is coming back for next year.
Nice. I've got 13 people not coming back. But that's all right. So, what else we got? You want to talk about any of your players? You talk about anything that we've touched on so far in the game? On the show?
Nah, man, I'm hoping.
Does this show have to happen every week? Do you like this show?
I like it, man. I like it so far. I think it's cool,
Awesome.
and I'm off on Tuesdays, so it gives me a reason to hop in here and talk shit.
I like it. I like hearing people talk shit. This show is so much better the more people jump on and talk shit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, most definitely. Like I said, man, I think I'm gonna make the playoffs next year. Like I don't know if I'll win the division. I'm not gonna go out there and say like that far. But I think I'll at least finish second in my division to make the playoffs next year. I'm not going to miss that fucking field goal again. It's not going to fucking happen.
That's going to be... Well, you know what? That's just one game out of the season, so... You had other losses.
Yeah.
It wasn't just that one game.
I did. But, like, that's the one that it comes back down to, man. Like, if I don't lose that one right there, that's the one that made all the fucking difference. That's the one that gave me all the tiebreakers and would have put me in.
Yeah, so you've got Stavo. Who's the Browns? The Browns are... Biscuit, okay. And then Ravens are dead last in the, so we don't even care about the Ravens. They're the people that we're not even thinking about in this division. They'd have to change some shit to be a.
Nah, he almost
contender.
made the playoffs last year until I bounced him in the last game of the season.
Well, he was 20th in the league this season. Who is?
Yeah, no.
So here, tell me this. Who is the worst player in the league?
Shit, dude. I mean.
No disrespect to homie, but for a guy who played his games, probably the Vikings.
I've never. He was on earlier and admitted that just as much. So
yeah, I'm just gonna say that. Like
that's fair.
I know my guy J Dog's down on there. He's had some personal stuff going on, so he hasn't really been around. I know he's talking about upping his activity again, though. But like, I think he would have had a way better record had he played, but that team is also shit. But I'm going to have to roll and say it's probably the Vikings are probably the worst team in the league. Okay. Like, no offense to you, buddy, but you went 2-15.
He
so
can take
you
it.
actually played the games.
He can absolutely take it. Who's the worst scheduler in the league? Who when they show up on your schedule, you're like, fuck. I'm going to hit this guy up a few times and he's not going to answer.
God. Honestly, man, I haven't run into many issues in here scheduling. Oh, you know what? Fuck. He's not here anymore, but that fucking the Jamari dude, that dude was terrible.
Jamari?
Yeah.
All right.
But I've dealt with him in other leagues, and it's been the same kind of deal with him. That's why I was like, and if I saw him on my schedule, I'm like, well, I'm either getting a force win, or this dude's gonna try to pull up like 5 minutes before advance. Like, can you play now?
Gotcha. Fair enough. By the way, Gilbert says, "How dare you say he's the worst player in the league?" Vikings in the chat as we speak. All right. So is that it? We're wrapping it up with you?
Yeah.
You want to close out strong?
Thanks for having me on. And
You're
like
welcome
I said,
every
man,
week.
I'm definitely gonna stop by, man. I hope you keep doing this too. It was really fun.
Absolutely,
it's fun to listen to these guys.
What? We talked about I don't know if this one's gonna be set up for SML yet, but we talked about having a co-host. There's room for another co-host over here, so I'm just saying it can happen. We can have multiple people on. So
I'm off every fucking Tuesday, brother. So wouldn't be a thing for me.
I'm all about collaboration. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you. Let's get Finn's on, and then Hive Ravens up next, and then that might be it, unless anybody else jumps in. So I appreciate you stopping by, man.
Yeah, anytime, man. It was good talking with you.
Thanks, Filthy Hands. All right,
yep. Peace.
Fins. You've been waiting
What's up,
patiently,
man?
my brother. How are you?
Good, man. You?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I'm happy to have taken this Titans team over. I'm really excited to be in the league. If I haven't said that yet, by the way, I am really excited to be in this league. I've liked everybody I talked to so far. You know, even though I'm picking on DJ, you know, he's taking it in stride, having a lot of fun. So I'm having a blast, and I won my last 3 games. So I'm feeling like I fit in the league.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. But if you say you like everyone that you've spoken to so far, you obviously haven't talked to Tiny yet.
So I don't know. I don't think I have talked to Tiny yet. Is he an asshole?
Tiny's my dude.
Is he?
No, Tiny's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Why
I just
you
had to
lie?
give.
You don't have to lie. You don't have to lie to have friends. It's okay. We're safe.
No, he's
it's
good.
a safe space.
I have to grind his gears a little bit because I beat him in SML today. So
nice. Congrats.
Thanks, man.
Congrats. So what do you want to talk about? Where do you want to start? Other than losing that last week 18 game to the new guy.
Oh man, I had no. Listen, I knew coming in that game against Jags wasn't indicative of the game I was going to get against you. It takes a while to get used to a new team. So, and that's a good team. MIT built a good team over there.
This is
but
a
it
good
still
team.
takes a couple
It's
weeks to get
absolutely a
used to.
good team. Yep.
So, but like if you look at my schedule, I started off this season real rough. Like I think it was 1-6. So, and then I battled my way back into playoff contention a little bit. I needed to beat you and then have a little bit of help.
Yeah, you did start off rough in this opening stretch here. Looks like you beat the Texans, which probably a lot of people do. I don't know who the Texans is, but it's the Texans, and I know that just from a Madden perspective, that team is always rough to win with.
He's in the years past, I played him when I was in Primer before I got the call up, and he was a good player. I don't know what's going on with him now, but yeah. And then I battled back. I beat my division mates. I beat Noobs. What's up, buddy?
You beat Filthy. You beat Noobs. Poor Noobs. Now, did I see this right? Noob's been playing on a laptop this whole time?
Apparently. I don't know.
Holy shit. Dude, I'll send you a monitor if you need it. Jesus.
Send me one, too. I could use one.
All right. Then you beat the Cowboys, which I hear he's just an asshole.
I don't know. I came into this. So this team that I have now, I didn't build this team.
Okay.
I took over from a guy who got the boot because he was a little bit cheesy, but obviously he could build a team.
Yep.
2 games in, I got Jordan Love to X Factor, and I hit the golden ticket with his abilities. I got Gunslinger, I got Fearless, I got what else did I get? I forget what the other abilities were that I got. Fearless, Gunslinger, and Hot Route Master.
That's
so
nice.
I was like,
Hot Route Master changes the entire game.
Yeah, and it's funny because I don't even use it, if I'm being real with you. So, which I need to start using it.
Oh, you don't use it? Oh, come on.
No.
Come on, Fins.
Well, look at my record. You can tell that I don't use it.
Well, you know what? You finished strong. You finished strong. Looks like you folded. You probably crumbled a little bit under the bright lights of Darth Dad. And then obviously week 18, the stress was on you. And
so that game against the Cardinals, he had the game sealed, and for some reason he decided to do a play action pass, and he threw a pick, and I was in the red zone, and then I threw a pick in the red zone for him to win. I should have won that game. I was down the whole game, came back. Yeah, wow. I totally crumbled.
It happens.
It does. Yeah, I don't play well under pressure. But like this team, I should be doing way better with this team. Like I added the tight end.
That D line is sick. It's absolutely sick.
Yeah, and I traded you Payne. I traded NYT Payne before he left.
Oh my god.
Because I couldn't. Look at my cap. My cap's totally screwed. It's absolutely screwed. Like I'm gonna struggle this offseason. So we're gonna try to hold on as long as we can with what we got.
So you got one season left. What's the plan for the offseason? Where do you need to upgrade? How are you going to be able to upgrade? What are you going to look for in the draft? Oh, now hold on. You got negative cap space.
That's what I'm saying.
How are you?
So
did this go negative after we hit the playoffs? Okay.
Yes. So because like if you look at my contracts, I didn't re-sign any big names, with the exception of, I think, Jonathan Davis or Jamar Davis or whatever my middle linebacker's name is. So all of this was spades. So I walked into this really crappy cap situation where I'm going to have to...
So Quincy's got to go if you can. That'll save you $13 million in cap space right there, your right tackle. No penalty whatsoever.
Yep. So we're going to try to... We're going to try to make some trades. So if you're looking for a right tackle, anyone, hit me up.
Holy cow! Whoever built this team really fucked you on the contracts.
Yeah, I mean the team is incredible.
This is
but
bad.
Like the contracts, I'm screwed, right? So we're gonna try to fill holes to the draft. Like I
don't know how how you get back to positive.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to cut some people, and then hopefully or trade, and then figure out what's going on from there. But yeah, it's going to be
What you need to do is trade players for picks.
Yep.
That's what you need to do. Line up a whole bunch of picks for players that you think that have shitty contracts. I mean, but even then, these penalties are going to stack up something fierce.
Yeah. The penalties might not be too bad. I mean, I could probably I can trade.
You could probably get rid of Paulson.
The thing is, though, a lot of the times, some of these guys aren't tradable because they are superstar or X factor, and they're under like 30.
Right.
So, yeah, Paulson might be able to go too.
God,
but I mean,
you almost got to watch those players because re-signing him can totally fuck you later on, a couple seasons later, if you can't get rid of him.
Yeah, I haven't re-signed anyone in 2 seasons with the exception of Davis. So it's definitely
you got your work cut out for you for sure. Absolutely, holy cow.
Yeah, it's a nice problem to have because I mean I'm not going to have to do much to have a good team.
Yep.
But I'm still going to have to I'm going to have to trade Quincy and start Barber, and then figure out from there. Like my draft will just be plugging holes.
Yeah, at least his O line. I mean, it's not skill positions yet.
Right. Yeah. So
there's that.
So that's the. I mean, I have because I can't even get rid of. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a little bit of time to fix this mess here. But you asked me what I need. I definitely need corner help. Right, like I have Fuller, who's 32 in my best corner, and then I got Long in the trade for.
So your safeties
Payne.
lead your team in picks. Long. God, Fuller only had 3 picks.
Yeah. Everyone avoids him for some reason. I mean, he's not that good. Throw at him more, everyone. He's
Holy
not that
cow! Good. Yeah, you definitely need some secondary help.
Yeah. So that's what if you're looking for trades, corners. I need corners. But I mean, I got Devin McCourty hanging on here. I keep on using that regression thing on him because he's got zone hawk, and I can use him as my sub. So he's been doing well.
I think I was afraid to put a safety in my sub linebacker spot because I wasn't sure on the speed. I think it's 88 speed or less.
88
right?
Speed. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, Fuller's slower. Yeah, don't throw it Fuller. Do you run a lot? You looks like you run more man than you do zone.
No, I run more zone than I run man.
Your team is not set up for running zone.
No, but I still run. There's too many guys that are good at reading coverages that as soon as you check in man, they put in the double moves in there, and then you're screwed.
Absolutely.
So, and for some reason, my D line doesn't get home fast enough.
Yep.
So,
which is crazy because you've got Chase and Sweat, right?
Right. I think what I do because I tend to default into contains.
Yep.
So I need to get out of that habit.
Because that's taken Chase Young from blitzing and Sweat. You're 2 big guys that should be blitzing. You're putting them in contains. Like you've got to move them inside to D line or even if you're running like a nickel package or something, you've got to put one of those. Who's your sub right end? Where's everybody on the depth chart? Not here. Let me look. Like they shouldn't be your ends. Would help.
Well, I got Allen
doing
my rush DT.
Like a lot of people forget about this stuff. If we look at your depth chart,
I got Sweat as my rush right end, and Young as my rush left end.
So that what's happening is if you're in a nickel or whatnot, and you're putting those guys in a contain, they're not pass rushing.
Right.
You need. I mean, Jonathan Allen. You either not need to undo the do less contains, or if you put a contain, put one of them back into a blitz and so one of the linebackers, one of the inside guys do it, as opposed to them.
Right. Right. That's a good idea.
Because you're just taking them out of the play.
Not a smart man, sir.
What are you talking about? What'd you finish on the season? What was your record? What was the final record here?
8-9.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
It's not great.
I mean,
last in the division, you got room to improve.
1-6 to 8-9. We'll take that.
I see you're 8-9 now. I don't feel so good about my Week 18 win.
I'm not a very good player. Let's be real here. But we're trying, sir.
That's good. That's all we can ask, man. I suck. I mean, I'm an average player. I just get lucky sometimes.
Me too. I get to 500 and then I lose 2 in a row, and then I battle back to 500. Then I finish 8-9.
I know that feeling, my friend. I know that feeling. You want to talk about anything else? You want to talk about the playoffs? Anything like I'm assuming you're enjoying the league, like I'm enjoying the league.
Oh yeah. So I was Mike and I, who Mike's the commish.
Yep.
Mike and I and a couple other guys in SML. We ran a league together for 3 Maddens.
What
called
league was
XFL.
that?
It's called XFL.
Okay.
Biz was in it for a while. Sam, who's the Saints, was in it for some time. Grams, and then a few guys up in SML. And then we all decided to not run that league anymore. And Mike went to SML, and I went to another league called MEFL for a couple seasons. Really good guys over there. But Mike kept on like, hey, you got to come this way. You got to come this way. So I finally made the jump, jumped into Primer, and loved it ever since. Like it's a great league to be in, man. And you keep up pumping out the content that you're doing now, and I'm assuming it won't be long before we see you up in the big show.
Well, we'll I know you got to earn your way. So, and I appreciate that. It's funny because when I first came in, I talked to Prime. I'm like, dude, I've never done a dev league in my life, ever. I was like, so my background. I touched on it a little bit earlier, and I'm gonna bring up a quick screenshot so everybody knows. And maybe it's already there, and I'm fucking up my thing anyway. But what I did, let me fade it over. So this is kind of my old background. So this is where Deathwish and I both came from. We used to run Madden sim leagues. So obviously the confusion between SML and MSL. I'm gonna fuck that up all the time. But we started this back in I think it was Madden 10 is when I met Deathwish, and he ran his franchise, Deathwish franchise, and then I ended up taking over another league because the commish, he went off to law school or something. And I learned everything I learned as a commissioner from Deathwish. Well, we took our 2 leagues and decided we wanted to do it better, so we created this forum, MSL. At one point in time, we had 40 leagues, 4,500 members. We had, I think, over 1 million people, unique visitors every month. And I ended up selling it for $50K because we had so many people coming to it, and a domain sitter thought that it was a business. So
that's awesome.
This is where I came from. So I'm a huge thing when it comes to sim. You will find that my background is total sim. I'm the guy that on 4th and inches probably gonna punt it. I don't go for 4th and inches a ton. I should do it more often because it's costing me wins. But this here is where I came from. This is my background before I got here. So I've I always say good things about Deathwish because everything that I learned as a commissioner came from him. When I started bringing in the EA guys on to podcasts and things like that, it was because of working with Deathwish. You guys have seen all of his awards. I actually still copied it in my league, except we did. I used it on, basically a stream like this. I built cards and everything for that. So, but I always got to credit Deathwish because everything I learned was from him. So, it sounds like I'm a big, huge Deathwish fan. I am. He's just a good dude all the way around. So, anyway, other than that, that's where I came from, and now I'm here. So, I'm excited for what we're doing. I'm obviously big into content. I like having interactive shows like that so everybody can get on and talk. You guys had that Snipes show, that beatdown that I took the dagger in the heart for, just to get the league in there. I thought that's always fun. Doc, appreciate you jumping into the chat as well. So I love everything that we do here. I'm a huge supporter of the league, and I sometimes I'm going to have some ideas too, and I'll shoot them out. And sometimes they're going to get shot down. I'm opinionated, if you haven't figured that out yet, so I'm not afraid to speak my mind. So if I get out of line, Mike, slap me down, man. I look at broad shoulders, buddy, big guy. I can handle it. So that's just a little bit about me.
Oh, that's awesome. DW and I are like he's my dude. So like we're in the Thanos Club in the SML.
Yep.
And DW's my boy. I got a lot of room for that guy. So you're coming from a good spot there.
Awesome. He's a good dude. So
yeah, man.
Final words from Finns before we get Hive Raven on, who's been waiting patiently forever.
I got nothing else to say, man. I enjoyed being on. I love this idea. I think it's great. If I can just do one final word for an SML member.
Please.
Fuck Dump.
I don't know who Dump is, but fuck you, Dump.
That's right. Fuck you, Dump.
Fuck you, Dump. Don't know anything about you, so... All right, whoever Dump is, you'll have to fill me in some other time.
Sounds good, buddy.
All right, brother. Thanks, man. Thanks, Finns.
Have a good one.
Hive Raven. My man Hive. Look at it. He's all sitting in the chat already.
Hello.
How you living, my friend?
I'm good. Just got back from playing basketball. Excited to watch back through this.
Nice.
See the stuff that I missed.
Nice. So you missed a bunch. So I'll give you a quick recap. All right, you ready? This is a real quick recap. See if we can get this to work. All right, so first off, DJ's got a bunch of good wide receivers. He doesn't throw to fucking any of them. He throws to his halfback and his tight end. It's pretty fucking shitty. And then when you look at his routes, he's got lots of fucking open people here on his routes, but he doesn't throw to them. He throws to his fucking halfback. When the halfback gets open, he will not throw to his goddamn wide receivers.
The graphic has me dead.
Yep, it's fucking hilarious. And then we did this graphic here to help DJ learn how to read coverage so he doesn't just throw to his halfback. You can just simply look at this and say, hey, how many deep safeties do I see? If it's one, I go over here. Are they man aligned or are they even on the field? If they're even, it's cover 3 zone. If they're man aligned, it's going to be cover 1. If there's 2 safeties, are they pressing? If they are not pressing, how far off are they from the line of scrimmage? If it's 5 yards, it's cover 2 zone. If it's only 1 yard, it's cover 2 man. And if it's 7 or 8 yards from the line of scrimmage, it's going to be cover 4 zone. So it's a flow chart to read fucking defenses so that you can learn to throw the ball. Then lastly, we talked about people dropping back too much on the league. 13 yards, 14 yards, 14 yards here. Not to be undone or overlooked was DJ's big drop back in this play right fucking... I can't get back to it. Anyway, it was a long drop back. We'll just leave it at that. So there. Now you're all caught up. I'm just kidding. There's much more to it than that.
Well, I guess the one of the things I wanted to talk about coming on here was the AFC Championship game this year.
Let's talk about it.
A lot of you might know this, but the AFC Championship game is happening whenever Grams and I schedule our first round matchup because there's no chance that anyone else in the AFC is going to beat the winner of this game. So
that's curious because Grams is the 7 seed.
Yeah, but he's 12-5. He's got Pat Mahomes in the playoffs, and everyone else is going to find a way to choke.
That's fair.
Who's
the most overrated? So in the AFC, who's the most overrated player in the playoffs?
It's hard to call Stavo overrated because
the number 1 seed's overrated.
15-2, and he did beat me this season thanks to me accidentally illegally jurdling at half and having to give him the touchdown back. But
fair.
I don't know.
Respect to you for doing that, though. That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. I've just never been that inspired by Rolls Royce's gameplay with the Patriots. I mean, he's one of those guys that's going to throw to his halfback a lot. I mean, his halfback's leading his team in receptions by over 20 receptions.
Oof.
It's just like, if you get one of those unlucky games where he breaks a lot of tackles, he can beat you. But a good defensive team is going to beat him 9 out of 10 times. And I think we played this season.
Cover 3, shade down.
Yep, I beat him. Yeah, stuff like that. Or even like cover 4 concepts.
Cover 4, yes, exactly. 4-3 or 3-4. Cover 4, shade down. Shade down. All right. So all right, so Patriots, we're not too worried about him. How about the Browns? Browns got a good fucking defense.
Yeah, I was looking at that team and I was like a little bit spooked. I was like, because I thought I was gonna have to play them because I thought they were gonna end up at the seventh seed. But I don't know, like they've got a good defense. Their cornerbacks are definitely scary. You've got 4 cornerbacks that are 89 overall plus a good safety. Every cornerback's fast.
Yep.
But it's like when you've got a team with freight train running back, you've got
patent pending, by the way.
Yeah, you've got multiple really fast wide receivers. You've got Anthony Schwartz out there. You've got Baker Mayfield, who's not like a X factor quarterback, but he's got 97 throw power. He's mobile, and you're only winning 11 games, I think, or 12 games or something. It's like I'm not that spooked by that. Like
that's fair. How about Blue?
Blue being
Jags.
Jaguars.
Yep.
They had the 9th best record in the conference. I'm not spooked by them.
Oh, and that's better than Mike coming in with Buffalo.
Well, I mean, Mike was 13-4, I think, whereas
Mike's the 5. He's the 5.
Yeah, but he's 13-4. Jaguars won because their division,
the
second best in their division, was 7-10. Like,
oof.
I mean, yeah, Jaguars.
So you're saying the AFC South is weak?
Well, they had the Titans who finished 3-14.
We took over the Titans.
It's true, exactly. So a lot of those were like forced loss games.
14 of them were CPU. Yep.
So if you got to look at this Jaguars team, that's 2 forced wins in the season against the Titans.
And the Colts were a CPU team too.
Colts were CPU, so that's probably 2 forced wins there.
Yep.
And at that point, you're 5-8 in user games.
Okay, that's fair.
2 games against the Texans, and I don't think they've had time to really turn it. I don't know how turned around that roster is here.
Absolutely fair point to make.
So
yeah,
I truly think that
you were Graham coming out as the AFC Super Bowl player.
I think that's going to happen. I mean, it's possible that one of us chokes it, but I think whoever wins this game, and he played me really close twice in the regular season. He's played me close in the past. I think whoever wins this does go on to win the AFC.
That'll be interesting. Have you guys scheduled the game yet?
No, I just got back. I have to DM him and figure that out.
Gotcha. How about the NFC? How do you see the NFC shaping out?
NFC is interesting. I think the Cowboys finishing 13-4 is a little bit fake. I think they had an incredibly easy schedule. Like when you look at that schedule, it was like below 500, below 500, below 500. I think they had a relatively easy schedule, and I think they dropped a lot of their games against higher seeded teams. So I think that's kind of like that fake 2 seed type thing.
Gotcha.
Cardinals are solid. I think I played him pretty close, and I kind of got bailed out a couple times in that game. So I think he's probably the favorite to make it out of the NFC. But I think really anything can happen in the playoffs there. I mean, there's no one user in the NFC that strikes me as like super consistent or has like a team that's that much better than everyone else's.
I think we've got some good. I mean, I want to watch all these games. Like, hopefully, we get as many people posting their shit the minute it's fucking scheduled, so we can all jump in and watch these games. And hopefully, we get some guys commentating and stuff. Hell, maybe we can get Snipes to do a game or two. Who knows?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I was on a stream one time for a Super Bowl in another league, and I lost because I'm an idiot fool, and I threw a bunch of picks. But it was really fun, like especially like watching back the commentated streams. Like that's my favorite part, and that's why I really enjoyed playing Cardinals because that's I think that's Darth Dad, right?
Dude, Darth Dad is amazing to watch.
Yeah, so I got to like rewatch the streams.
He's absolutely amazing to watch.
His input on stuff. That was really fun.
Yeah. Tell me about your team. Where do you think that you need to improve? Where do you think that where are you strong? Where do you need to get better?
Well, my defense is terrible. We've got a lot of good players, but I don't know what it is. I think I just never really adjusted to like the types of adjustments you need to make. Like a lot of people in the SML verse, as we call it, with Primer and stuff, they do the Mabling concept with the flat, the purple route, the deep route on the outsides.
Yep.
I never really got good at that or figured that one out. So I gotta learn how to do that. Because if you look at my actual roster, I mean, like, I think I've got one of the better teams, probably, especially in the conference.
I mean, I'm looking at Cameron Jordan, Joey Bosa.
Yeah, Pendleton's a monster over the middle.
Ioannidis looking good.
And then in the defensive backs, we've got, Derwin James is one of the best players on defense that I've ever seen.
Pendleton, Levante David, holy shit.
Tax ball. And then at cornerback, we also got Jeff Robinson coming off a 4-interception Week 18 game.
Robinson, Asante Samuel Jr., Jesus fuck. Yeah. Byron Jones.
So, big shout out to my brother, known as lovingly as Doinkface a lot of times, for building this team for half the cycle and then handing it over when he moved up to SML.
Jesus, this is a good squad.
Yeah, but actually the real highlight of the squad is our wide receiving core.
Let's take a look.
We got Curtis Samuel, who's incredibly fast, but he's not even the highlight of this receiving core.
Chad Bell, 6'4".
So 6'4", 95 speed, 96 jump, 96 release, 96 spec catch, deep out elite. And then I don't know if you're able to show a clip if I send you one.
Yeah, well, if you do it, I'll add it. Sure, let's go.
All right, I just dropped it in the link over Discord. So that's what the Jets tried to defend him with a 5'9" cornerback, Javelin Guidry or whatever.
Let me see.
And I don't know if you're able to show that.
Let me see. I think I can. Giga Chad. All right, let's take a look at this clip. What are we looking at? What are we watching?
Our left side. So we got about 6 seconds left in the half.
Holy shit.
If you look, yeah.
Dude, look at him just attack that ball.
And then you get the 2 replays of it. You can see the replays of it, yeah. It's not just that one view.
Dude, that's just a great animation. One-armed. Holy shit, that's badass.
Actual malpractice by Faz, I think, who made the insanity reel, not including this clip. That's malpractice.
Oh, Faz, you got to do better than this.
Yeah.
Because this right here, that one-handed up.
See, right DJ, there,
this picture right here, even though it's blocked by the scoreboard, is just fucking amazing. He's just fucking throwing that elbow like, dude, Jets, get the fuck out of here. You're seeing ghosts and concussions.
Exactly. So, big fan of him. Got him in the second round of the first draft I did.
Oh, that's amazing. That's a good clip.
And I see DJ in chat saying Chad Bell's a fraud. I don't know, DJ. I feel like he did that same thing. I think he had an 80-yard touchdown against you last time he played.
Well, the only reason why
just kept running.
The only reason why DJ says he's a fraud is because he's a wide receiver and he wouldn't know what to do with him.
Oh, true.
If he was a fucking halfback, DJ'd be like MVP.
Something like that.
Scary. No, dude, that's I like that clip. I gotta add that. That's fucking amazing.
Yeah, he's fun.
What else you got for us? You're the last caller. There's nobody else waiting to get on, so we are.
Looks like Biz is in here.
Is Biz in here now? Well, if Biz is in here, then he'll be on once we wrap up with you. Sweet. I'm glad Biz.
Yeah, he's ready for that. I mean, I'm happy. I've got to trash talk my entire conference, half the other conference. Point out my favorite wide receiver, the Giga Chad Bell, and yeah. Thanks for hosting this podcast, and I'm excited to rewatch it.
Dude, I'm glad to have you on, and make sure you jump in. We're gonna do it every Tuesday, so we'll always have some good content. Won't always be trash talk, but we'll get into a lot of other things. But it's fun to do, man. It's fun to get on here. So I appreciate you joining, man.
All right, thanks.
Good to meet you too, by the way, Hive. All right.
You too.
Later, boss. Biscuit.
What's up?
Not much. I see you snuck in here on me.
Yep.
What's good?
I was sitting there waiting.
You kept jumping in and out. I'm like, oh, I got to get him on. Got to get him on. So
I had to come on after all the shit talking about me, the missed field goal and all that stuff.
Yeah, you gonna let that stand? I mean, what? Let's do it. Dive in. Tell me about him. Tell me what kind of bitches they are. Tell me about how you're gonna smack them around next season, or you smacked them around already this season.
All I can say is that if it would have played out, if he'd have made the field goal and I didn't DC against the Texans, I'm in and Grams is out.
Yeah, see, but
I mean, I was in either way, and
so you didn't make the playoffs, right? Or did you?
No, I made the play. I'm 6th seed.
6th seed. Okay, so you're in.
Yep.
That's all. All you got to do is you want a ticket to the show. You got a ticket to the
Exactly.
show. The other people didn't, right?
Exactly.
They're sitting on the sideline.
Hey,
They're like me.
Everybody's happy that Straw's not in because he snuck in last year because I lost week 18 and he won the bowl.
And turn around and won the bowl and then missed the playoffs.
Yep.
Choke artist.
Hey, I'd take a bowl win and miss the playoffs the next year.
I agree. Totally. I'd take a bowl appearance and miss the playoffs next year.
I gotta say, I'm disappointed I'm not playing Chargers week 1 or wild card round.
Yeah, Hive says that the this is it. This is the Super Bowl round right there for the AFC.
Well, I very well could be. I know if I win, I've got to play probably the 3 best players in the AFC to get to the bowl.
I look at Royce's team, and I don't see a team that scares me. Like, what am I missing? I haven't watched Royce play, so I know absolutely nothing about the guy. But
it's one of those where if his running back decides to just go beast mode, it's over.
Is it going to be one of those games where I'm playing defense and he's playing dink and dunk?
No, it's one of those where you try to tackle him, he breaks like 6 tackles and houses it.
Ugh. So he's got 93 break tackles, so that's a big thing. But he's not very well.
I played him once, and he beat me on the last drive. It was like, 17-14 or something. So it'll be a good game. Low scoring, my guess.
So Hive says that your Nick Chubb check down is real spooky.
Hey, it was. But if you could look at my team, Schwartz led the team.
Schwartz did lead the team, and that's all I care about. It's a wide receiver, so thank you for doing that.
I cannot throw to a tight end. I tried. I traded
throw
for
picks every time I throw to a tight end. Every single fucking time.
I traded for Alberto.
Oh, he's good too.
And still can't throw to a tight end. I try.
I can't do it. Chubb, all right. Chubb second. Hey, that's all right. I'm okay with that. Schwartz leads by a lot.
Hive didn't like it because he covered Schwartz and left Chubb wide open.
Yeah. Well, that's because you only throw. That's because you only throw to 2 people. It's either Schwartz or Chubb, and then occasionally Lacey if you're screwed.
Yeah. I'd love to throw to Galladay more, but he doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
I've tried to use him like Hive uses.
Well, that's
Chad
why
Bell.
he's 85 speed.
But I try to throw jump balls, and he doesn't animate ever.
Because he's fucking he's.
I got him for
even in the end zone.
Intermediate route.
So like the end zone is where you throw to him to animate because he's got red zone threat.
Yep, and he doesn't animate.
At 6'4", that would piss you off.
It cost me the first game against the Bengals in like week 3. Some 5'9" or 6 foot corner went up against him and got a pick in the end zone.
I'll be honest. At 85 speed, he's not on my roster, or he's you can't cut him right or whatever because he's an X factor. I bench him.
Yeah, I think I traded like a 2nd round pick for him.
Let's see. Where fucking you've got to. Do you start Peoples Jones above him?
Nah.
Oh, he's a normal on your. Okay. All right, I see why.
And he's just there for their intermediate. I was trying to get a big possession wide receiver and to throw people away from Schwartz and Chubb and Lacey, and Galladay just doesn't do much.
No, it does. Yeah, he doesn't look like he's getting it done.
Nah.
So how do you see the playoffs shaping out?
I kind of agree with Hive that it's probably going to be him or Graham. Graham just has so much speed on his team. It's hard to compete.
Well, you got Hill and Hardman. It's hard.
Plus, you got Mahomes throwing to him.
Yeah, absolutely. That's tough.
But the one that everybody's sleeping on in the NFC is Packers. Him with Rodgers is just special.
Who's Packers? Is that Fink?
Yeah.
That's
he
Alex,
won the bowl
right?
2 years ago, and then I think he lost the bowl against Straw this year, or last season.
Packers look solid on their roster when I took a peek at them earlier.
He's a good user.
And that's the difference. The user, people overlook that all the time. The users you make a couple plays, it changes the entire game. So, how do you feel about Bengals user in the D line? Do you think that makes enough of a difference in your game?
Yes and no. It does make a difference, but it shouldn't.
Right.
I double team him, even with my double team special ability O line, and he still breaks through.
Why is the morale so bad on the Packers?
No idea.
I see everybody. Look at that, just arrows down everywhere I look, and they've got good morale. There must have been a scenario that they fucked up.
Yeah, that or maybe a
snow game. It's fucking. That's right. It could be a snow game.
I think it is because I think Jonesy was just talking about it. Yeah.
Hit a bunch of Sims. Jones says.
No, he's playing in a Blizzard game.
There's a way to skip that. I won't tell anybody though.
Yeah, but but both people have to do it.
Exactly.
And if you don't, then it screws the one that didn't click it.
That's true.
I've learned that in my other league.
So tell me something about this league that I don't know. As a new guy to the league, tell me something that I should know on the good side, and tell me something I should know on the bad side.
The good side, the league is pretty deep, mostly in the AFC. AFC is probably the deeper conference.
Okay. Fair to say. NFC calling you out there a little bit.
But they'll say that they're I think they were 4-1 in the bowls or 4-2 in the bowls. So, I mean, they can claim they got more rings, but we just have to beat each other up to get there.
All right, and then what's the other thing that I should know about? What's the bad thing that I should know about the league?
Too many youngins.
Does seem like a lot of youngins. I'll give you that.
I think DJ and Noobs are both like 12.
They're both like sperm with controllers.
Yep.
You'll be in the middle of a game, and it's going to be like, Mom, you took my lunch money. It's all good, though.
Oh, yeah. But I'm looking forward to the playoffs, and I really thought I was playing Chargers, so did a lot of film watching this today, and ended up playing the Patriots. So
that's fair. I think. How do you think? So, if you look at your first round game, what do you see the score going to be? How's this going to shape out? Let's just say you've got. Let's just assume it's everything that could happen happens. How do you see this game working out for you?
I see it going down to the last possession, and it's probably going to be like 21-17 or something like that.
Who's taking this victory?
I want to say me, but
there's not a lot of confidence if you want to.
Every time I get too confident, I lose.
Okay, so you're being cautious.
My problem is I have Chubb, and I should probably run the ball more, but I get bored.
Run the fucking ball.
I'll make a couple of mistakes.
So my game, I run the ball like till I'm dead. Like I don't care if I'm getting 1 yard a carry, I'm gonna keep going back to the run all the fucking time. But then if I've got a lead and I have to, I just did this in another league in TSR. I had the game fucking locked up. I had a lead. I had to run like a minute and a little bit of clock. And I threw the ball. Like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm a runner to begin with. Why am I throwing the ball? Makes no sense. But I make stupid decisions like that.
Yeah.
That's what cost
I just get bored. Like, 2 seasons ago, I played NYT, and I was down like 17-0 because I just wanted to throw the ball. Then I decided to run, and I think I ended up winning by 3.
That's close.
So it's one of those... If I just play smart, I'm all right. I mean, I had the number 1 defense in the league. I should probably just rely on running and playing defense.
Right. Well, I wish you the best of luck in your game, and best of luck next season. I appreciate some of the insight. You got any? You're closing out the show, so you got anything big to wrap us up with?
Nah. You just better represent for the Titans because I think there's like 15 Titans fans.
I'm going to fucking tell you this right now. This is my division. Now that I'm going to have my team, and I've got my team, my morale's back up. I've got everybody played. I finished the season 3-1 after the one debacle on Snipes television in front of the world. This is my division. I'm going to take it.
All right. I want to see it.
I'm going to take it, and I'm going to own it.
And I will say, I think the AFC North is the best division in Primer.
AFC North?
Last year, all 4 teams had above 500 records.
That's good.
Then this year, I think Ravens finished 8-9, with the others having 10 wins or more. So
that's fair.
I mean,
that's a good claim to make. I mean, that's a good representation.
Yep. I mean, it's tough. So if we make it to the playoffs, it was definitely earned.
Awesome. Well, hey, again, thanks for jumping on the show. Please do it every time we do it, every Tuesday. The show is more entertaining the more people that join in. Thanks to everybody that maybe didn't jump on but showed up on the stream. So looking at you, Hova, looking at you, DJ, you jumped on. Filthy Hands Hive, appreciate you guys jumping in. Sophia, King Blue, appreciate all of you guys being a part of the show. And Prime, thanks for jumping in and sharing your wisdom early on. I disagree with the idea of throwing to the fucking 95 speed halfback, but hey, that's why we're here, right? So hey, it's Trash Talk Tuesday. We're gonna do this every Tuesday, and I completely forgot to set up my a little bit like this. There we go. I forgot to set up my show ending, so it had to switch to another one. But hey, appreciate you guys for stopping in. We're going to do this again next Tuesday. Good luck to everybody in the playoffs. And with that, it's Freight Train. I'm out.